Jeff hit us during What-If season. He said, what if Alabama misses the playoff again? Well, Jeff, it would be a crisis. It would be a crisis. It would be National Guard activation level stuff. So I did a quick glance. Over at FanDuel right now, Bama's got the third best odds to win the SEC. They have got the seventh best odds to win the national title this year. So we can draw from that they're expected to be a playoff team at the very least. We have them internally, not FanDuel, but we internally have them graded as having the fourth toughest schedule in the country this year. But that will adjust a little bit. But that doesn't mean it'll change. They could have a tougher schedule or seventh toughest. They got a tough schedule this year. So, per usual, Jeff, on these what-ifs, I need the details. Are they going 6-6? Or are they going 9-3 with 3 losses by combined 11 points? Because if that's the case, it's just it's a tough break is basically what it amounts to. I'm sure that Ariel and Alabaster wouldn't feel the same way. I know good and well Chad and Clio wouldn't feel the same way. I'm just naming random small Alabama towns at this point. Earl in Alexander City. No alliteration there. I'm sorry. Earl in Utah. Spelled with an E. Utah in Alabama. Look it up. It's right there on the interstate between the Tuscaloosa and like the Mississippi state line, I think. So this is not a wild concept is my point. I'm going to say some things here. Bama fans are going to yeah but every one of them. And I could yeah but it too. But just these are truthful statements. You did just lose a third-round caliber quarterback. Now, I know every one of you is yelling, yeah, good. Yeah, Milroe held us back last year. In many ways, well, in some cases, he did. Yes. Okay. My point is, you're not just magically guaranteed to upgrade over him. You hope you do. You think you will. It's not guaranteed. You got a really tough schedule, like I just said. Again, I think you're way better at receiver this year. I think you're way better at defensive back. You didn't lose a single guy in the transfer portal after spring. You retained a lot of guys that could have gone to the draft to come back for another year. You're set up to succeed this year. It doesn't matter on 4th and 2 when LSU's in town, is my point. Like, that's how this season will be determined. 11-1 versus 8-4 is going to come down to like half a dozen plays. So it's not the craziest thing in the world to think Bama could go 9-3 this year and just miss out on the playoff. That's not the craziest thing in the world. Hey, quick timeout. Check and see if you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not, make sure you do. It's free. It doesn't obligate you or sign you up for anything. It just helps us keep the channel free. All right, back to the show. Also, if you do want to flip that on its ear and you want to say it can't be as bad as it was last year, I kind of agree with you. Because I don't think you're going to be 123rd in penalty yards per game again. I don't think you'll be 97th in turnover again. I don't think you'll be as terrible as you were on 3rd and 7+ again. Like I said, wide receiver and defensive back, both massively upgraded position units. Second-year head coach, normally you see a little scalability. Yeah, I think Bama will be better. Yeah, I think I'd predict them in my playoff right now. But if they're not there, that's a big what if, Jeff. If they're not there at 9-3 versus they're not there because they lost 3 or 4 games by double digits, well, that's a much different world. So it's April. That's how I choose to answer these things in April.